Oh, yeah. I just want to share with you just how precious this is right now and magical. Like, I mean, look at that light just reflecting on a fjord. And that water is just very, very beautiful. Just pristine, clear, salt water, actually, as a fjord is. The ability to just be present to what is, what's given to you right now, to the totality, your senses, your inner and outer experience, what you can smell, what you can feel, what you can hear, what you can see, is the outer experiencing plus the inner experiencing of perhaps how it makes you feel emotionally, in your gut, in your cells, what you think, how agitated you may be or may not be, your inner experience. Combine both of those, and that's the totality of what you're experiencing right now with your body, with your nervous system, with your senses, inside and outside. And so to have a harmony with that, or to have an acceptance with that, meaning that whatever is going on right now holds no judgment or holds no problem, does not create the problem. The problem is created by your judgments of it. Until that moment, it simply is. It simply is happening or simply being experienced right now. And there's no deal, no problem, no preference, no disconnect with any of that, because it just simply is. What you feel, how you are in this moment, is simply your truth, your totality, your experiencing, your consciousness, what has been given to you to experience by God, by the universe, whatever you wish to call the greater being, the greater force. But all of that is given to you for you to be able to experience and relate and enjoy this human experiencing right now, devoid of the stress, the filters, the judgments, the concepts. And once we then move from this moment and start to judge something's good or bad, or own, I feel this, put time on it. I don't like this because I didn't have it yesterday. When's it going to go in the future? And then suddenly we have a problem, and we have ownership, and we actually skip over the glory and the connection of right now. And we're now focused in time on something lacking, on something needing to change. And our attention now has moved mentally into a concept of how we're experiencing this moment. And in fact, we really aren't experiencing this moment. We're now driven by the mind to believe it's what we're experiencing this moment, but now it's mental. Now it's ownership. Now it's comparison. Now it's control. Which is absolutely fascinating, because that's where the suffering is. All suffering is in the belief that we're separate from this moment, that we're separate from Source, that there's something wrong, that something needs to change, that I'm not lovable or liked, and neither are you. But usually it's about, the ownership of the me. And there's definitely something I need to protect myself from in the world. That's all the suffering, the judgment, the thought patterns. And as we believe that over and over and over throughout our life, those thought patterns become stronger, louder, more consistent, until they become ingrained beliefs. And then that becomes what we own, who we are, and how we totally view the world and ourselves and everything. And then we own all of that, and we'll fight for it, defend it, try our hardest to change it, try and control it. And we spend all our life either chasing a phantom or protecting a phantom, an idea, something that was created here that doesn't actually even exist. It's not in existence right now, when you release all of that and just allow yourself to be. Isn't that absolutely freaking fabulous and fascinating at the same time? It's like the majority of humans, the majority of all of us, are totally consumed by our thoughts and ideas, so much so that we will absolutely own the belief that we're right and you're wrong. I'm depressed and there's no way out. The world's screwed and it's going to get me, so I've got to protect myself. The gut nervousness, sickness that something's going to be wrong tomorrow, something's going to happen. So I better be aware. I better know what's going on. I better read all the news and listen so I can know. Know what? Know how to be scared. And then the next day the news changes and it didn't even happen. I mean, start to follow it. Start to see who you're being and start to see the falsity of your mind. And then investigate where your peace is. Man, you deserve it.